We're on the path to get to the UFC, and that's by any means necessary. I know that I've just got to keep beating people up until that day comes, and I want people to look at me as one of the greats. When the referee pulls you off your opponent, all the emotion that you weren't feeling in the fight suddenly hits you from head to toe, and you're like, I'm that guy.
It's a good day to come on without a black eye. It's a bad day. Surprise, surprise, motherfucker.
I'm Teddy Stringer, professional MMA fighter.
We are at Teddy Stringer's gaff, which is the unofficial Next Generation Fighters house. We've got me, Slick and Joe Fields who live here. So this is the living room. Nothing fancy, but it does the job. This is where we chill out. We're out in Liverpool. Let me take you around. I'll take you up to my bedroom. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, it's a fella, is it? Fuck it.
Yeah, in case you missed it, we've got the Joker of the house, Jordan Molinari, brushing his teeth.
Oh, that's good.
There's always a first. And then, this is the thing that I'm maddest about. I've moved into this gaff. I live with 2 flyweights, and I have the smallest bedroom out of all of us, man. Come have a look at this. So, we've got the humble abode, 1 bed and about 3 square feet that I can move about in. But it's fight camp, we live humbly, so we make the most out of this place. All the supplements, bed, TV, and that's it. And of course, I've got my beautiful artwork here.
Where's your sex doll?
That's in your bedroom for tonight, bro. Yeah, so this is the room, and then this is the kitchen. Pretty bog standard kitchen, but this is where all the nutrition gets dialed in. So that's my shelf in the fridge. Pretty lackluster, but we started the diet today. Sean Aspinall's got me shrimp. So yeah, this is the gaff.
Who am I today? I'm a different person entirely to the person who started MMA at 15 years old. A lot's happened in the past 10 years, and all I can say is I'm a better man than when I started this sport, and that's all thanks to MMA. When I first started MMA, I was notorious in my family for having fights with my brother. To be honest, most people would have said that I was like easily irritated. You could annoy me and get a reaction out of me, but I found training MMA brought stillness, pure tranquility to my life, because I'd found like my calling, what's my way to get out all of my energy. And as soon as I walked into a gym, it just changed my life. Found what I was destined to do. Like, I say destiny because it feels that way. When I'm in the gym, everything feels normal. So it completely changed who I am on like a physical style of things, because physically I was a boy, now I'm a man, I know how to fight, but mentally it's taught me so much doing this sport.
We are on the way to Next Generation to go spar, punch some people in the face and probably take a few punches myself, but it's the favourite day of the week for me. We've got the MMA gloves on, having it out, and we'll see. Maybe a black eye coming soon.
How do these sessions usually look?
So everyone pretty much gets to the gym, we all warm up, and then we just do 5-minute rounds of sparring. All the lightweights will spar together and just have it out. That's the way we improve. Yeah, short and sweet. There'll be probably 30 minutes of work just getting in the rounds, and then done. On to the next session.
When I first entered the gym, couldn't have been more of like a flip of what someone would expect when they come into an MMA gym. The gym was painted bright orange and everyone in there was so friendly, and I was like, oh right, I thought we were about to punch each other in the face. This is not what I expected. I left the gym the first day and I said to my mom, like, this is what I'm doing. This is my job for the rest of my life. And I bought my first gi, I bought my first gloves, all of that stuff, and snowballed into training once a week into 5 nights a week. I'd probably been training 2 years before I first competed, and I did some jiu-jitsu competitions, but until I actually fought, I knew I liked to train and I knew this was what I wanted to do. And then I fought for the first time and I realized, like, this is me. This is the best feeling on earth. Like, never done crack cocaine, but if I was to do it, I'd imagine it feels very similar to fighting. You get that addiction, that feeling of like, this is so good, I want more. And 30 fights later, here I am.
What you got?
Little sweet papaya snuzz. It's got to come out for sparring, that has. Lock in.
Do you get nervous before sparring?
No, I mean, I do it so often that it's just kind of like normal to me. But I guess most pressure of any session in the week is sparring. It's not so much like being nervous before it, it's like after sparring, if you have a bad sparring session, then it fucking weighs on you all day and you're like, I've got to fix this, I've got to fix that. But for the most part, it's what I love to do. So
my first fight was a roller coaster of emotions. Like, it felt like a UFC edit for me, bro. When I first turned up to the arena, it was some hall in Preston that I was fighting at. When I was there, it felt like I was the superstar. I was maybe like the fourth fight on the prelims, but it felt like a big deal to me. And I actually even got sent back to the locker room when I walked out for that fight because I had too much gel in my hair, bro. I was thinking about how I looked on camera. I wanted to look like the man in there. They sent me back and said, you've got to wash your hair, bro. You've got too much gel in it. I come back to the cage and then I get the first round finish, and that feeling of when the referee pulls you off your opponent, all the emotion that you weren't feeling in the fight suddenly hits you from head to toe, and you're like, I'm that guy, like celebrating like mad. You can hear your family, your friends screaming from the crowd, and it's just electric. Probably that moment celebrating after my first win was the moment where I realized, like, yeah, this is what life's all about.
yeah,
See a grinder?
for the exclusive grinder content.
Yeah, exclusive OnlyFans. At least he hasn't got white socks on.
Crocs,
I'd rather you wear no socks on. I reckon Crocs are better than white socks on.
Oh no.
That's part of the
White
obligation.
socks and then them Yeezys.
Just experience the standard morning greetings of Paddy Pimblett. If you're not catching a stray, something's wrong.
I had 23 amateur fights. I'd done my fair share. A lot of people might have 5 amateur fights, but I thought I'm gonna get as much experience as possible. Me and my coaches turned down going pro for a long time. We had offers from Cage Warriors, and we decided to just sit it out. I got the opportunity to turn professional, make my pro debut in San Diego, and that was the reward for the patience. I took my time, I was young, made sure that I waited until I was ready to go pro, and I got rewarded with one of the best pro debuts. So.
Why do I train at Next Gen? Because it's the best gym in the UK, like, hands down. Just look across the mat here and you see the amount of quality fighters that we've got. High level pros, Cage Warriors, UFC, Octagon, like, we've got so many good guys on the mat. So if you're training in England, it's the obvious choice, train at Next Gen.
Take us through that pro debut.
Oh, the pro debut was crazy. I flew out from Chesterfield to San Diego, did a full training camp with the MMA Fight Academy in San Diego. My life had gone from what was normal to me in Chesterfield, traveling about the UK training, to being in California, fighting for a professional contract with Cage Warriors, fighting in a casino, which was like from sports halls in the UK to a casino in California. It was more than I could have ever dreamed of. I went out there, fought Brian Schell, got the first round rear naked choke finish. It was pretty amazing. Like, taking that step up to the next level was massive.
Good, man, just getting warm, loosening up, ready to spar. Got about 20 minutes whilst the amateurs are finishing off their rounds. Whoa, maybe that's get to it.
Fight day in general is such a weird, sacred day for a fighter, because good luck if you think about anything other than the fight on fight day. I wake up, I'm eating breakfast, but to fuel myself for the fight, I'm doing a shakeout, warming up, going through the motions of a workout to feel good for the fight. Everything you do is to perform on the fight night. The whole day I spend most of my time preparing myself, but also just trying to stay in the moment and not fast forward and live the fight before it's even happened. So it's a fine line of preparing yourself, but also being relaxed and thinking, listen, 7 o'clock tonight when I get in the cage, that's when it matters. What happens before then, just enjoy it. But let me tell you, when I'm showering on the way to the venue, the tunes are playing, the vibes are going, and I feel just at my happiest. You know, you do all that work just to get to fight day, so you gotta enjoy it.
Get your partner. See the numbers. Nice spread out, make sure you got space.
Don't talk too much. You need to look on YouTube, man. Give him a cold black and white image.
What I tell him on the way to sparring today? If it's a good day, we come home without a black eye. If it's a bad day, surprise, surprise, motherfucker.
What is a perfect fight camp? A perfect fight camp isn't having stitches in your eyebrow right now, but that's the game. There is no such thing as a perfect fight camp. It's dealing with everything that goes on and making sure that whatever happens in fight camp, you know you've put in the work, you've pushed yourself to the limits, and that you're confident when you get in that cage on fight night. The rest doesn't matter. You could have the worst camp and perform the best, you could have the best camp and perform the worst. Being ready in yourself, and that feeling when you take your gear off after your last sparring session and you're like, I've left no stone unturned here. I'm ready to beat someone up. That's the perfect training camp.
It's completely sound. Elbow pad switch.
I don't think to me. Looks like bad and one.
It's just hard to eat.
Ball glue. Oh shit, that is deep.
Yeah, cheers guys. Keep saying that.
Nah,
That's making me feel great. He's looking so happy he's come today, man. He's got the drama.
Yeah. This is good, mate. You have to get him back. I like this.
Didn't even have to clickbait the video.
Yeah, I know. YouTube's gonna go off. Oh,
Caught you with a right, didn't I?
yeah.
Just caught him off camera there.
That's why you don't call a big thing. Well, no sweat. Peach from elbow.
Raise his hand.
You're winner of round number 3.
I mean, you weren't looking great in them rounds anyway, so you
Bro.
probably did a good job.
I just got the submission. That was like a
Did you?
reset round 2.
Oh, against him?
Yeah, I was 10.
Oh, well, there you go. 1-1 then. Go again.
He levelled it.
Go again.
I finished him. He's finished me. Now we need to go. God's sake, can I even see in the reflection here? Oh! Yeah, bro, that's money, that is.
Anyone who starts MMA without the goal of getting to the UFC, what are you doing, man? We've all got the same goal, and I want to win the Cage Warriors title on my way to the UFC, but at the end of the day, to be a happy man once I'm done in this sport, I want to be in the UFC and I want to have a long career in the UFC, and I want people to look at me as one of the greats.
It didn't feel like it was a slicer. Felt like it was just a bing on and off.
Well, probably you might glue because it's straight, not jagged.
What's recovery on that, Decker?
Can't glue it if it's gay. Can't glue it gay, can't.
It's like, I so want to be at peace with it and be like, that happens, it's sparring.
It don't look bad.
But it pisses me off, man.
It's a few more fucking weeks out, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to work around it.
6 weeks out.
Do you reckon?
We're from Manchester, aren't we? We're 6 weeks out, so I've got to take like at least a week no sparring.
We're on the path to get to the UFC, and that's by any means necessary. Fight whoever I need to, fight whenever I need to get to the UFC. And as much as I'd like it to be tomorrow morning, Dana White gives me a bell and says, Ted, you're in the UFC. I know that I've just got to keep beating people up until that day comes. So there's no exact strategy to get to the UFC, just beat people up, make it exciting, finish people, and hopefully one day Dana White gives me a bell. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, for the most part, there's always some mad shit going on. Like,
I've just been invited to come up here and spar, so if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to be absolutely battered. I think that's what it is. They just invited me to beat me up.
so you never know what to expect when you walk in the doors. Like, but today is a special day. Fat lads are getting beaten up by Paddy and the rest of the squad. It's just, this is Next Gen, bro. It's like always some mad unexpected shit. We had Ali G in the other week, some Ali G impersonator training with him, like, just content galore. I'm gutted I didn't get to do a round with him, man. That would have been good fun.
That would have been.
In an ideal world, I don't want to leave Cage Warriors without getting that lightweight belt. That's something that a lot of great fighters have held. If you win that belt, you go on and do great things. So we'll see. Working towards that title, and hopefully I get an opportunity on Contender Series to not just show how good I am, but to show that I've got a big set of balls and I'm willing to have it out in front of Dana White and put it all on the line. You better believe if I get on Contender Series, it's going to be a banger of a fight, and I'm coming for the finish.
So on the way to try and get my face stitched up right now. Not exactly what I was planning to do on this fine Tuesday afternoon, but we got elbowed in the face, so we need to take care of it, and hopefully the doctors will stitch my face up. 50-50 chance they're going to tell me to fuck off because I've just been punching people all morning and got my face cut open, but hopefully they'll stitch me up and I'll be looking pretty again. Now it looks scary, don't I? Walk in there with blood dripping down my face.
When it's all said and done, I want people to remember me, firstly, for being a quality fighter. That's what I love to do. I want to be one of the best fighters. I want people to remember me for exciting fights. But on the flip side, there's more to me than what a fighter is. I want people to remember me as someone who is 100% genuine to themselves. There's no facade with me. I'm real. I like to think that I treat people with respect when they deserve to be respected, and I treat people with disrespect when they deserve to be disrespected. Not only do I want to be remembered for a great fighter, I want to be remembered for someone with good morals, and I'll stand up for what I believe in, I'll speak my mind, and I'll organically be myself throughout my whole fight career. I mean, beyond everything, what this really means to me is true happiness. Like, I am happy every single day that I come to the gym. Every single time I get to step in that cage, I feel blessed. So I'm just happy to be on my journey, and I've found that thing in life that makes me smile. So that's what it's all about. Be happy, enjoy your life. You only get one, so you may as well spend it doing what you love. And I love getting punched in the face. From stitches to this.
Get close up on it.
The fight game, baby.